Hello and welcome back, or for those of you that have never seen me before, hello, I'm Jess and I am the owner of So Much More, which is a small dressmaking fabric shop based in Tavistock, Devon. So in today's video, seeing as it is now June, therefore it is officially summer. I mean, I don't think the weather actually got the memo, but it is officially summer now. So I thought I would pick out my top 10 fabrics that I've got in the shop at the minute that are perfect for summer makes and garments. Having said that, it has been really hard to pick 10 of my favourites, and if you ask me again tomorrow, I'll probably pick a different 10 because I'm constantly changing my mind, but I think I've picked some really good ones. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to walk you through the summer fabrics that I've picked out. I'll give you some pattern suggestions as well, in case, I don't know, maybe you have faith in the UK weather system that it is going to warm up and you're going to make some summer clothes, or maybe you're going away on holiday somewhere that you know is guaranteed to be warm and you want to make some summer garments. Then yeah, this video is for you. I'm going to talk you through some fabric suggestions as well as pattern suggestions. So the first one that I have picked out is a cotton seersucker. Now, I get asked often if we stock seersucker, and I would if I could, is my answer. I get asked often enough that I know that it'll be popular, but right now I'm actually finding it really hard to get hold of wholesale. So there's not a lot of choice in terms of seersucker, but this is one of them. It's called Portia, so I'm going to bring it up to show you. It's called Portia and it's this black and white design. You see the kind of crinkled effect here of the seersucker. Hopefully that's showing on camera. It's quite hard to show you. Let me step back. So you can see it's cotton, so it's got that kind of weight to it. It's not like super drapey. I mean, it's got a little bit of movement, like you can see there, but it does hang quite straight, which is quite nice. I think like a nice pair of wide leg trousers would look really, really good. You know, like what's it called? The Tilly and the Buttons. I always say it wrong. It's not Etsy, it's Esti. E-S-T-I. The trousers in that. I mean, even the top as well, you could do like a matching set in this, I think would work really, really nicely. But yeah, it's a really cool print. It's not floral, so if you're not into florals, then this might be a good one, because I know most fabrics do tend to come as florals, but I know they're not for everyone, so this is a good option if you don't like floral prints. Next, I've picked out a viscose sateen. Now this is a fabric Godmother design. It is so pretty. I absolutely love this. It does mean the price point is slightly higher than some of the other viscoses we stock. So this one is £9.50 per half metre, but the quality of it, the feel of it, it feels so luxurious. Can you see how that's like catching the light? It's that silky satin finish to it. I'm not sure that that's showing the true colour when I bring it up. When I stay back here, it's more this colour. It's a really nice, like, kind of candy pink, and then it's got these I guess they're like blossom cherry, maybe, I'm not sure, in red. So it's pink and red. Such a nice colour. I absolutely love this. So I'll step back for you, but because it's a viscose, it means it's really drapey. Look at that. Look how nice that is when it moves. I absolutely love this. And yeah, because if it's got that satin finish to it, oh, I do absolutely love this. There's a lot you can do with this, and I'm actually gonna give you a little teaser. Next week's video, you're gonna see this fabric. There's a pattern being released next week. I'm not going to give you any information, but if you're kind of on Instagram, you've probably already got an idea of which company that's coming from. But next week there is a new pattern being released, and I am going to make a sample for the shop out of this one. I just think it's going to look so cute. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one. The next one I've picked is one of our more unusual fabrics. It's really hard to show you the true colour of this one. But this is, I'm just going to read the thing to make sure I'm telling you the right information. The lime, crinkle and embroidered dobby. So this is made from 99% cotton with 1% spandex. So I'm going to bring it up to try and show you the detail. Can you see it's got this like embroidered stripe running through it, and then it's kind of gathered here. So it creates this really cool texture. Don't know how to show you the colour. I think that is probably, the further back I step is more the true colour. It's like a pale lime green, really cute for summer, like quite a pastel shade. When I was up here, it made it much darker. It's not as dark as that. It is more kind of this, a really pretty pastel green. But you can see that it is drapey. It has got some movement to it, so you can do like dresses or anything that you need a bit of swish to it. But I'm just going to show you because it's got 1% spandex in it, but it's not stretchy. You wouldn't need to use a stretch pattern for it. Just treat it like a woven fabric. Let me just show you. Can you see how it's just got a tiny bit of give, but the give is on these, I don't know how to show you, on these lines here where they're gathered. That's where the kind of the spandex is. So it's just got ease and give to it rather than like actual stretch. So in terms of patterns, basically any woven pattern is going to work with this. We used to have this in other colours, and I've seen a Merchant and Mills Florence top. I've seen that made in this and it looked so cool, because I think this is really good if you're not someone that really likes like a busy print. This is plain, it's a plain colour, but it's plain without being too plain. Do you know what I mean? Like it's got a bit of detail, a bit of something to it, but it's not patterned and in your face. So yeah, I think this is a really good one, and this colour is perfect for summer. It's a really pretty pastel mint lime green kind of colour. It's hard to describe this colour, but yeah, really, really pretty. Next, I've picked one that I personally have sewing plans for. It's this one. I absolutely love this. So this is the charcoal embroidered stripe. It is a cotton viscose. So you can see it's a really nice like charcoal grey colour background. And then this here is like an off-white, and it's like an embroidered, it is actually physically woven into the fabric. This isn't printed on. So it's like an embroidered vertical stripe. I just really love this. I think it's really different. So it is a cotton viscose. So it was, I'm just going to check, 60% cotton with 40% rayon. So in all honesty, it feels like a cotton. So it's not like slippery like a lot of viscoses are. So I think it's got that benefit. So it's, yeah, it feels like a cotton, but it does move and have the drape and the like swishiness that you'd want from a viscose. So it's also not as heavy as a traditional cotton. It is a lighter weight. So I think it's a good, it's got good benefits of both properties. I do really like this one. I actually want to make this into the Tilly and the Buttons Nell blouse. I just want to do like the short top version. I just think it looks so cute. And like I said, I really like how different this is. This isn't something you kind of get all of the time. I really like the fact that the embroideredness to it is actually woven into the fabric and not actually just printed on it. This one is £10 a metre, so also quite reasonably priced, I would say. Now, all the ones that I've shown you so far have been lighter weight, which you would expect given that this is a video all about summer fabrics. However, this is the UK and it is not always that warm. So sometimes you need more than just a lightweight fabric. So I have picked out this cream knitted sweatshirting. So this is not super heavy that you need in the winter, but say you're at the beach, the wind picks up, or you're having a barbecue and it's later in the evening. In the UK, it's cold. So you're still going to need something warm to wear over your lighter weight garments. So I'm going to unroll this to show you, because it's not going to show very well on camera, because this is the cream colourway, and I've picked that because I think it's a very good summer colour, but it's got this knitted texture to it. Can you see that? So it is stretchy, but it is completely like a knitted, what's the word? Knitted weave is the word I was looking for. So it is, yeah, nice and stretchy, but it's a really pretty cream colour. This one, I'm just going to get my little information bit, because there's no way I can remember this. It is made from 50% rayon, 28% polyester, and 22% polyamide. I think that's how you pronounce it. But let me step back, because it actually isn't like a super rigid sweatshirting. It has got some movement to it, which I think is nice. So like big slouchy cardigans, you know, like that you just want to throw on. So something like the True Bias Marlowe would work really well. Just something like probably oversized, just cozy. It's really soft as well, this one. It's a really nice soft finish to it. So a nice cozy oversized jumper or cardigan. But yeah, I think the Marlowe would work really well with this, because it's got the stretch, which means you can do the ribbing out of the same fabric. That would work really well. But yeah, I just wanted to show you something a little bit warmer, just because the weather in the UK is not always that warm. So we've got to be realistic with our garments. Now moving back to the lighter weight fabrics, I've picked this one out, which is When Life Gives You Lemons. It is a cotton poplin, and in all honesty, fruit is just the thing of the summer. I feel like if you're wearing a fruit print, it screams summer. So I have to show you this one. So this is a navy background, and then it's got these really fun lemons all over it. Now, in all honesty, there is not a lot left on this bolt. So yeah, if you'd like this one, I'd be a bit quick about this, because yeah, there's not much left, but I just had to show you it, because to me, this screams summer and fun. So this is a cotton poplin. So it is a narrower width. It is only 112 centimeters wide. So bear that in mind. You might need more, because most of my other fabrics are the wider width, which is 140, but this one isn't. This is the narrower width. I want to tell you how much it is, but I can't remember. So let me just check. It is £9 per metre, this one. And there's so much you can do with a cotton poplin. So they're not particularly drapey. You can see it just goes kind of back to its original position there, but they're really nice and crisp. So they work really well for shirts or shorts, you know, like structured shorts, structured clothing in general. Something like the Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt would work really well and look so cute for the summer in this one. The next two are the same design, but in two different colorways. I couldn't pick my favorite. I love them both. They're both so perfect for summer. Look at this. Look at the color on that. So these are called the tie-dye viscose. This is the lime/royal blue colorway. It's amazing. This one almost looks like snakeskin. It's almost that print. It's not actually that, that design, but it does kind of look a bit like it. But it's a viscose, so really lightweight and drapey. But this one is more like a viscose crepe. So if you don't know what that means, hang on, let me just undo it a bit more. So it is 100% viscose, but you know, like crepe paper, it's the only way to describe this, you know, like crepe paper where it's got that like wrinkled texture to it. Basically a viscose crepe is kind of the same as that. It doesn't feel like paper, but it's got that like wrinkling effect. Can you see that on the screen there? It's got that crepe kind of texture to it. So it's not a shiny viscose, this one. It is more what's the word? I'm forgetting all my words today. More like a matte finish, but you can see there, can't you, that kind of crepe like texture to it. So yeah, that's the royal blue / lime colorway. And then the other color, which I love equally as much, is this one here, which, oh, look at that. So this is the pink orange color. So it's still called tie-dye, but just the other colorway. And it's this pink is like a purpley pink. It's not bright pink. It's like a purpley pink. And then this is like an orangey red color. I just love it. I think it's so like striking and perfect for summer. Imagine both of these with like a nice golden tan. I love the colors. I'll step back with this one again so you can see. In terms of pattern suggestions, because you can see it's got nice drape to it, nice movement, I think both of these, honestly, I can't decide which one I like more. I think both of these would work really well as like a cord set. So where you can wear the pieces separately, like you can wear the top on its own or the trousers on its own, but you could also wear them together and make like what looks like a faux jumpsuit. I think would work really well. So something like the Friday Pattern Company, I never know how to pronounce this, Saguera, something like that. That pattern would work really well. Or they do a version which is kind of the same, it's very similar, but it's a skirt rather than trousers, and that's the Saturday skirt set. I think both of these would work really, really well for that. And that like crepe texture, I think, yeah, I can really see it as those patterns. My penultimate pick is this teal gingham. I love this. These we've not had in the shop for that long, but these are the larger check ginghams. This is the teal colorway. It's a really pretty teal blue. I'd say my phone is making that slightly darker than it is in real life. It's, yeah, slightly brighter blue color, but it's such a pretty teal color. I absolutely love this. So these squares are approximately an inch square. So they are a larger gingham, which is nice, but it's 100% cotton, a wider width, 140 centimeters wide, but you can see it's fairly structured. It's not got loads of drape or movement to it. It does kind of go back to its original sitting position. This one, I'm going to check to make sure I'm telling you the right thing, is £10 per metre. Now, I think there's a lot you can do, and I know myself, and I know I've got a bit of an obsession with cords at the moment. So all of the cords I've already mentioned in this video would work really, really well for this. I can see it as all of them. But I also think the Merchant and Mills trapeze dress, I think it's called, which is just a very simple, throw it over, like just a very simple straight dress. I think this would work amazingly, and it's going to keep you really, really cool in the summer. If you are someone that gets overheated, that style of pattern, that style of garment is going to keep you really cool. You know, like a nice loose flowy dress that isn't touching you. That's that kind of style pattern. but then because this is 100% cotton, it's going to keep you cool as well. It's not synthetic. Sometimes something like a viscose can feel a little bit sticky. This isn't going to feel like that if you're someone that gets a bit too hot. This is going to feel really nice and keep you really, really cool in those warmer months. And then the final one I've got to show you today is this one here, which is called Cresa. So it's this brown background, this really nice like milk chocolate brown background with these cream, is it cream? More like off-white, large floral print all over it. It's really nice. So this one is similar to the ones I showed you earlier, where it's like a viscose crepe. So it's got that like, I don't know if it's going to show you. It's really hard to show you on camera, the actual texture to it, but it's got that like crepe style, you see, crepe style texture running through it. So it's not that like shiny, smooth finish that you get on a lot of viscose. It is, yeah, the crepe version. So it is a wider width, 140 centimeters, super drapey, like you'd expect. I like this one because I like the larger print. It's quite rare to get like a large print like this, and I quite like this one. I also enjoy that this is brown, because brown's not that common a colour to get in fabrics, and I don't know why, because I really quite like it. I think it's underrated actually. And sometimes you don't want to wear pink, or you don't want to wear bright colours. You want something that's just kind of going to go with everything. You can throw it on and not really think about it. And I feel like brown is one of those colours. So in terms of pattern suggestions, I actually made this last year. Here we go. This is the Tilly and the Buttons Nell dress, and you can see it hangs really nicely and works very well as that. But I think trousers in this, imagine a really nice pair of wide-legged trousers that you can then wear a cream top in, you could wear a black top. There's so many colours you can pair with this. So yeah, some wide leg trousers. There's so many versions out there, I don't even know which to suggest to you. What are they called? There's a closet core pair. I cannot think what they're called, but I'll put them on the screen, that I think would work really well. But there's so many different types of wide leg trousers, and I think this would work for most of those patterns. But really, really pretty. And yeah, I really rate that this is brown, because like I said, it's not that common a colour to find in fabrics. So I feel like this was a good find. Okay, so that was my top 10 favourite fabrics that we've got in the shop right now for summer. But like I said at the beginning of this video, my favourite fabrics change constantly. I find it really hard to pick. So by this time tomorrow, that list will be completely different. So I hope you like the ones that I've showed you. Let me know which ones your favourites are. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching. And I will see you again in next week's video. Bye.